All right. What is going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive vlogs. Day number 1217 coming at you. That's right, everybody. If you drive for apps like GrubHub, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, or any of the others, you should definitely be subscribed to this channel with all notifications turned on. That's the little bell next to the red subscribe button. Hit that real quick. And of course, let's get 200 likes or more on this video, and let's jump into it. So, this email I'm going to share with you, it's a little long, but please listen very carefully. Stay all the way to the end. And this person asked to remain anonymous. So, let's jump into it. So he says, "Hi, Pete. I'd first like to please ask that you keep my name anonymous if you choose to read this letter during one of your live videos. I appreciate your continued efforts to keep us in the loop regarding the food delivery gig economy. You're welcome. As you know, I've been a GrubHub driver for almost as long as you have, since September of 2017. I am enjoying it as a side gig and the money's great. Okay, now I've got a vent. One thing that's been happening occasionally has made me very angry, and with good reason. There have been times when an order has been marked as ready for pickup, and I go into a restaurant and let the person working at the counter know by saying I have a GrubHub order ready for pickup, and the name is blank. Oftentimes, I'm made to wait, and I have to pull teeth for the staff to follow a reasonable request and just hand me the food. Instead of taking 2 seconds to quickly hand me the order and let me get out on my delivery without having to wait, I'm told I'm being rude and I have to wait longer than I should have in order to get the order on the road. Seriously, why can't they just give me the food? Do you think I want to stand there for 5 minutes and argue about this? Why does a 2-second reasonable request have to turn into an unnecessary 5-minute argument? How is this being rude, and why is this so unreasonable to ask? It literally takes 2 seconds for someone to say, "Here you are. Hand me the food and let me go." This is totally unnecessary, and it's not fair to the online customers, because most of the time they've ordered before the customer or customer standing in line even walked in. If our pickup orders waiting for delivery are ready, there's no reason to delay them further. It just takes the 2 seconds and to hand it to us, for crying out loud. I don't see why a customer would be upset for being delayed as short as 2 quick seconds just to hand the driver his food. I see no logic behind this unreasonable behavior in certain restaurants, and they give us when this happens, and I really believe I have a right to be pissed off. You definitely do. How do you think this ongoing problem should be handled by drivers? Do you have any suggestions? Just thought this might be an interesting subject to tackle and wanted to know what your take is. As always, keep on rocking with your vlogs. Get that money, get that honey, and peace. And they put their name. So, what are my thoughts on this? My thoughts are the following. Restaurant staff, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. What I would recommend is always service with a smile. I know that sounds annoying. I know it sounds cliche, but remember, we are in the customer service industry, and that even has to do with working with restaurant staff. If somebody is giving you an attitude, don't be sarcastic. Don't be a jerk to them. Just be like, "No problem, I'll wait." Kill them with kindness. Always kill them with kindness. I don't like the term "kill them" because, killing and whatever, but you always want to be nice when someone is being a jerk to you, because by you being a jerk back never works for anybody. It can lead to you getting deactivated. I remember specifically back when we had driver specialists assigned to us. I remember the several driver specialists I had on GrubHub telling me specifically, if you get into an argument or a physical fight with a restaurant employee or a customer or another driver, that's pretty much instant deactivation, instant termination. Okay? To deal with them, there's not a whole lot you can do. That's the problem, unfortunately. You just come in, you do what you've been doing. "Hi, I'm picking up for a bill for GrubHub. It's this order." And if they're like, "Oh, well, you're going to have to wait." Okay. It's just like, do you have any idea about how long? We'll call you. We'll let you know. Sit over there. There's not a whole lot you can do. All you can do is be professional. All you can do is, say, okay, no problem. That's what I do. If someone's giving me an attitude, what's the point of lashing out back at them? It's a lot of people have this issue with pride, and pride is fine. But when you are working, unless someone physically puts their hands on you, let that stuff go through one ear and out the other. Don't let it hurt your pride or anything like that. And I'm not talking specifically for the person who wrote me this email. I am talking about this in general because I've had so many people write to me and say, Pete, I really told that person off and I gave them a piece of my mind. Don't do that, because all they have to do, all the restaurant has to do is call GrubHub and say, yeah, Joe Schmo over here, gave me an attitude. I don't like this guy showing up anymore. And you might get deactivated. You know what I mean? For some nonsense like that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Just like us, these restaurant staff members, they are under a lot of stress too with this pandemic. I'm sure their bosses are coming down on them and stuff because they're losing money and they're not where they need to be and stuff. So the best thing you can do is remain calm, cool, collected, and professional. That's my best advice. I know it's not anything crazy, but that's really all you can do. You cannot try and change their attitude. Or the only other thing I'm going to say is maybe try and get to know them a little bit. You know what I mean? Not personally, or just be like, hey, so how's everything going? Oh, it's going horrible. Okay. You know what I mean? Or maybe they'll start a conversation with you. One thing I've always tried to do is develop some sort of a friendship with the people working at these restaurants, especially management. Always get on management's good side, because when they see you come in, they'll be like, oh, yeah, Pete's here. Make sure you take care of him. I can't tell you how many times that's happened over the course of time. Even people that were jerks to me, I turned them into a friend or, someone who's not cursing me out or giving me a problem. So try those things, see what happens, and hope for the best. So on another note, I got to give a big shout out to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/PaidToDrive. You guys are awesome. If you hear your name called, say, hey, Pete, I heard my name. And if you want to sign up, the link is in the description and in the pinned top comment if you want to support the channel. We got BBA Master Yoda Nottingham, Brian Pomeroy, Heidi Barnes, Kurt Paul, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Katie Coppin, Lulu Laura, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Ginny Thomas, John Bonacci, Kimberly Thomas, Matt Epperson, Nick G, Terrence Pacheco, Terry DeLong, and Valerie Brown. Thank you all for supporting the channel. You guys are awesome. And of course, make sure to sign up on the Get Upside Gas app, everybody. Download the app for free. Links in the description. Pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside Gas app, and within 48 hours, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description. Make sure to download it. All right? And check out PaidToDriveStore.com for t-shirts and hoodies and all that good stuff. Links also in the description. And comment END526 if you made it to the end of this video. END526. And subscribe with all notifications on. Hit that bell. And of course, let's hit that like button down below. So until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you all here right on Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive vlogs. Take care, everybody. Peace.